Hey everybody, Caden here. I don't want to make another video today on the topic of the online space, the internet, and the technology involved, and privacy. Specifically here in the United States, just because, over in the UK and other parts of the world, there's a lot of other things going on that aren't happening here that I could spend a whole nother video talking about. So today I want to specifically talk about here in the United States, advising my fellow country folk about what's going on here with our privacy because it's very concerning. So the reason for this topic is because I made a couple of videos recently on YouTube's age verification process changes that a lot of people, me included, had a big problem with, forcing people to give up their IDs or pretty much payment information just to use YouTube, which is ridiculous. So those couple videos blew up, which is awesome. Lots of views, lots of comments, so thank you guys for that. I hope it keeps going, and I hope more people get eyes on it just like this, because this stuff is important. So today I wanted to talk about the same sort of thing, but not just YouTube, right? It didn't just start with YouTube. So it actually started with the adult content sites, and I won't list any names because I think they were all pretty much affected. The payment processors said, hey, some of this content on here, we need better moderation. We need pretty much removal of some of this content if you want to still use our payment processes. Change your program so you can still use our services. Which is censorship. That's just straight censorship. You can say it's for one reason or another, but that is censorship in a form. So it started there, and no one really batted an eye. No one really said anything. Me, myself, didn't really think much of it either. Didn't really concern me, right? But then they moved on to Steam and itch.io, which are online gaming services. They said, hey, same thing. There's some content on here. We need more moderation. We need you to remove some of it. And they did. So they could keep using those online payment processors. This, of course, got a lot of backlash. People really didn't like this. They immediately gave feedback to Steam and itch.io, to which they said, this is not us. This is the payment processors. We're not making these changes. They're telling us that we can't work with them if we don't make these changes. So it's not on us. We're doing what they ask. To which the payment processors come back and say, no, that's not what we're doing at all. So everybody's blaming each other, but really it does come down to those payment processors. So that's when the YouTube age verification comes into play. So after the adult sites came Steam and itch.io, and after Steam and itch.io came YouTube. So now YouTube is getting hit from their payment processors saying we need to protect kids online, which is total BS, and we all know that. So yeah, what I wanted to do today was tell you guys what's going on. I will link all of this stuff in the description. I will leave official references and links, factual information to everything I said and everything going on. But more importantly, I'm going to link below some ways to get in contact with Google, with these payment processors, with Steam, with itch.io. I'm going to leave out the adult content sites, obviously, but those other ones, I'm going to try to give you all the contact information I have for these companies below, so we can start giving them more feedback than they're probably already getting, to say, hey, we don't want censorship. We don't want this to continue. We don't want this to get worse. This, like I said, this is going to be a 1984 situation. Today, they're saying, we don't want certain types of adult content. You must take it off. That's censorship, one way or another. Tomorrow, they may say, hey, we don't like guns shooting people in games. Take those off, or else you don't get to use our payment, and so on and so forth. So this is why this is important. I think I'm done rambling at this point. Like I said, I'm going to leave all the links down for you guys. I appreciate you guys checking out my videos, and I hope you are getting some information out of this. And until next time, guys, peace.